Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick tutorial using this Essence Spice Up Your Life palette. I found it at the drugstore. It was $12.99. I actually bought the fairy dust one, and they had a I need more space one, and the I need more space one was like holographic, and it was like blue and purple and stuff like that. And then the fairy dust one was obviously like pastels and sparkles and glitters and all of that stuff. Excuse me. Don't mind my crazy hair. It's actually pretty late here. And so this in Canada it was $12.99. It has 16 shadows, which I thought was really good for $12.99. Little side story, the whole reason why I got this palette is there's little chili peppers all over it. And my husband is a huge hot sauce fan. And when we got together, he always ate everything with sriracha. And if you don't know what that is, it's just like a hot sauce that you can buy wherever. But he loved it, and I had never heard of it because I'm an extremely bland eating type of person. I don't do spices whatsoever, and now he makes hot sauces. But when I saw the little chili peppers on there, hot sauce people, like people who like spicy stuff, are known as chili heads. And I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, that's super cute, and fall's coming. But then there was a color in here that's actually super pretty, this one, and it's called Cha Cha Sriracha. So I was like, you know what, I gotta get this. So that's the palette I'll be using today, and I'll give you guys a quick rundown of everything that's on my face. So I used the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer in the color Glow, and then I used the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in F6. It washes me out quite a bit, and I actually do have quite a bit of bronzer on. The bronzer I used is also a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and it's in just the original bronzer. I've clearly been in love with it. I hit pan, not ready to get a new one. I used on my brows MAC Eyebrow Styler Crayon in... what shade is this in? I don't think it says on here, but it's in like a medium brown. And then for priming my eyes, I used the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I used it in light 10. Not sure how I feel about it. I feel like it doesn't really do a good job of covering everything for me personally, but it's great for an eye primer. So that's everything that's on my face as of right now. So let's just jump into the palette. I'm actually not even sure what kind of colors I want to use, but I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush. This is by Quo. This is just a fluffy blending brush. Came in a set, and I'm gonna take the color Vanilla Bean that's right here in the palette, and I'm just gonna dust that all over my lids just to give a wash of color. Kind of set all of that in place. And then I might use the same brush. It looks like my daughter was using my makeup brushes. And then I think I'm gonna take, there's not a whole lot of matte colors in here. There's Coco Loco, which is like a matte brown, and then a mulled wine. It's called mulled wine, and it's like a deep brownie, like mulberry color, and then Vanilla Bean, and then Cha Cha Sriracha. I think those are like all of the like matte colors that are in here. Oh, and Cinnamon Rolls, which is like a deep brown. So I think I'm gonna take the Cha Cha Sriracha on a Crown or Moda Pro Crease BMX 430 brush. Tap that off. Just start blending that. Okay, this is actually pretty pigmented. I'm actually pretty surprised. I've only swatched these. I haven't really had a chance to use them. Okay, I think I went a little heavy-handed on that one. That's all right, we'll clean it up. So I was wondering if anyone else had tried these palettes and what they had thought. I'm just really blending that into the crease and bringing it into my inner corner. Blending that out, I'm really smoking it out, like blowing it out. Then I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take the Coco Loco, and this is on a eye crease blender brush, and I got this at a Walgreens, and I can't remember what the brand's called now. And I'm just going to take that on my outer corner, bring that up into the crease a bit. This one isn't quite as pigmented as the Cha-Cha Sriracha color was. It's definitely, it's adding a bit of color, but it's not as deep as it was, or as I would like it to be, but I'm afraid to use anything too dark, then have to spend all this time blending it out and fixing it. And I'm running that a little bit into my crease, a little more deeper into my crease. And then, I don't know, I think I might take mulled wine on the same brush, tap that off, and just press that into the outer V, and then slowly blend that in. I feel like those two colors almost look the exact same, and they're not covering up the Cha-Cha Sriracha out there, so I feel like it's not, I don't know, I don't think it's blending quite as nicely as I wanted it to. I feel like it's kind of patchy in some areas. I mean, it's not horrible. I'm going to take the first brush I used and just go over that to diffuse it a bit, because I feel like it added depth, but it didn't really do much. So you can see that's kind of the look that we've got going so far. Pretty colors, not my favorite. Then I'm going to take some of my ColourPop concealer on a flat brush. This brush is old. I've had it for like 4 years. And I'm just going to put that into the inner corner. Kind of like a cut crease, not really. Just fading that out a bit. And I think I'm going to work with one eye at a time. And I think because of the colors we used, I'm going to use spiced apple cider. And I'm going to take another flat Quo, this is a Royal & Langnickel matte, or mini flat smudger. I don't know why I said matte. And I'm going to take spiced apple cider. I can't talk right. And I'm just going to add that, pack that on there. I feel like that's pretty. It's definitely like the color that I thought it would be. It's like definitely a cinnamon color. It's not metallic, it's just a shimmer. And then I'm gonna take the first brush I use and just kind of blend out those edges a bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna go back in, get some more concealer. Do the same thing on the other eye really quickly. Wipe off the excess. And then again with that spiced apple cider, I'm going to place that down. I feel like with this shade, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a little patchy, and it's definitely really sticking to where I placed the concealer. It's blending out fairly easily, but I feel like I'm going back in now with more color. So that's that. And then I'm gonna take this Vintage Cosmetics Company Step 3 Go Girl Go. It's just another mini flat shader. And I think I'm going to take that Coco Loco. And actually, I know I had, that's the one I was looking for. I'm actually going to take the Luxie 221T, and it is a really flat, small, thin one. I'm going to go into Coco Loco. I'm going to push that right up against my lash line, my bottom lash line, that is. Just kind of smudging that out. Samantha Ravendall here on YouTube taught me to do this, and honestly, I love it. I never thought I would. So I've been doing it a little bit the last year or so, keeping it more so on the outer edges, not bringing it all the way in. Don't want to look tired, more so than I already do. And then I'm going to take the fluffy blender brush, and I don't really have maybe I'll take Habanero Honey. It's a pink shimmer, and I know pink isn't always the best, but I'm wondering if, oh, that was not good. All right, so I'm going to actually take just Vanilla Bean. It's just that plain white, and just buff that out slightly under my eyes. And I think that's about all I'm gonna do for that. I'm not in love with it. I don't feel like this palette is phenomenal. I don't think it's the best palette. I'm just gonna go in with Voluminous Carbon Black. I don't feel like it's the best palette I've ever used. I don't think that it's a horrible palette. I think if you're starting out in makeup for $12.99, it could do the trick. It would get stuff done, and I think it would be fine. I'm not going to add false lashes because I'm not in love with this look. It's not my favorite from the drugstore, I'm not going to lie. I would have to say that, I have quite a few other favorites. There's some Wet n Wild ones that I have that I absolutely love, that I would There's a couple of Makeup Revolution ones. I have one here that I've been trying out recently that I feel would be a lot better. I'm not adding any to my bottom lash line. I'm not going to add anything else, but as you can see, it's not horrible. I could actually, I'll add Caramel. It's like a shimmery white, and I'm going to add that just under my brow bone now that I'm looking. I feel like that's not really showing up. Let's try it in the inner corner. It's not doing anything. I feel like that's literally doing nothing. Like, I really packed that. You can see a little bit, but not, it's definitely not doing what I would hope it would, like for shimmery white. And there's a lot of, like, you can see that there's a lot of kick up because I'm really trying and it is not doing anything. So that kind of bums me out. Again, I bought the fairy dust one for my daughter, so I'll probably give it to her. She's 12, loves makeup, totally into it, which is cool. I feel like, again, like I said, the Wet n Wild ones, ColourPop is a more affordable brand. Those ones you could definitely buy and do a better look with. But yeah, so tried it. Let me know your comments below on what you think of the Spice Up Your Life, or if you've tried the fairy dust one, or if you've tried the Give Me Some Space one. I'll have all the products that I used today on my face listed below. Leave a comment and a thumbs up. Helps me out. All right, take care.